Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to create a schedule for an employee. So I'm logged into the account supervisor and I'm going to go to My Team, Time and Attendance, and Schedules. So a schedule represents the normal workday schedule for an employee or a group of employees, and in our case we're setting them up individually for each person. So I've logged into here. For the supervisor role here, there's 4 people that report to her, and we're going to set up a schedule for this person called BHC Rover. So I'm going to click on the template and I'm going to hit this little green arrow here beside schedule template and say create new, and you can see it changes the screen. The coding structure we've decided to go with here is we're going to use last name, comma, first initial. So this would be Rover, comma, B. And in the description, we're going to say Rover, comma, BHC, which is their full name, and something like 0.8. So something to indicate what their FTE count is, just from a reference perspective. We have to say when this timesheet is going to be available. So I'm going to say it started on November the 5th. The status is active. We're going to make it public so that everybody can see this timesheet, or not timesheet, everybody can see this schedule template in the event we want to copy it to another individual. This particular person always works from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And again, we're using military time here. I could have just as easily put in 4:30 p.m., but as you can see, it converts it to military time anyway, or 24-hour clock. Pay code, you don't need to fill in because our system automatically defaults to regular time. The same with the lunch plan here. Anything over a 5-hour day automatically has a 30-minute deduction for a lunch. Same with department and clinics, we're not really going to start using until the new year. Okay, so I've got the standard work day for this individual at 8:30 to 16:30, and now I simply need to add that shift to this week here. So I'm going to say, I said this person's a 0.8, so that means we're going to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Actually, no, let's change this up. We'll say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the first week. Oops, sorry, let me do that again. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I hit add shift. And then I'm going to add a second week, and this isn't required. This person could just work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and when I apply this schedule to them, it would repeat this same pattern week after week after week. In this case, they've got an alternating pattern, so I'm going to say I'm going to add a row after. So week 2, they are going to work Tuesday and Thursday. And we'll add in, well, maybe week 2 they're working all 5 in order to get to our 0.8. So I'm going to say add shift. So week 1 they work 3 days, week 2 they work 5 days. And I'm going to save this shift, or save this template. So I should be able to hit the little hourglass here, and here's that schedule I've made. So I'm going to call it up again, and I will preview it. And that's what I expected. Okay, so now I'm going to say for that shift, I'm going to make it a start date of Monday the 6th. And we're going to start on week 1. So of that schedule that was 3 days in week 1, 5 days in week 2, that means the week of November 6th, which is a Monday, they'll start with that 3-day week. So now I'm going to highlight the employee I want to apply that to, and I'm just going to hit apply. And the system reached out and did that. And again, because I started it in the week of November 6th and I'm currently displaying the following week, the 13th, this is week 2. And because I didn't put in an end date when I hit apply, this schedule is going to repeat for this individual. So now up here at the top, I can prove that out. I'm going to change my date here for the effective date November 6th, and I'll go out to, we'll go out to December 31, if it'll let me. There we go. You can see I now have a scroll bar here at the bottom. So here's where that week 1 is for November 6th for BHC Rover, where we work Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The following week, they work a 5-day week. The week after that, it's another 3-day week, 5-day week, and so on. So what that's going to allow, and obviously the purpose of this, is now when we go to My Team, Time and Attendance, Individual Time Card, and here's the time card for BHC Rover, and this is the week of November 5th to 18th, so I would expect in week 1 here they'd be working 3 days, and in week 2 they're going to work 5 days. On this first tab that reads time card, you can see no evidence of that, but I can switch to the schedule tab and you can see it actually prompts the employee with what they're scheduled to work. And then of course they can fill in their time card relative to that schedule, as you know, the schedule is there as a reminder to them, but also once they've submitted their time, and their time may end up differing from this in some way, when they submit their time, the supervisor that's reviewing their time can see, oh, this individual is scheduled for 8 to 4:30 today. They actually only worked 8 to 2:30, and hopefully they've applied a note to their time card that will help me in approving it. So the schedule is a really good tool here to be able to see that that plan and prevent errors, but also make it a little clearer for a supervisor to approve things. And that's how you create a schedule.